for you, Pisces, you have the Judgment and you have the Page of Pentacles. So these two cards right here alone speaks to how a lot of stupid people will place a lot of judgment on you, and they don't know you. They don't know where it is that you came from. They don't know your humble beginnings, or maybe you had wonderful beginnings, but they don't know you, and they don't take the time to actually get to know you at all. All it is that they're doing is thinking about how they're so much better than you. And like it is that I said before, this is what breeds a lot of stupidity, is over competition. Over competition, when a person is too competitive, it means that there is an underlining insecurity there. So the Judgment is about how, since that's the case, you Pisces are all too okay now, right, with letting people be very judgmental of you, because you realize something. And the thing that you realized is they don't know you, right? And they will never even take the time to get to know you, right? Ignorant people that you are trying to talk to, that spend so much time trying to act like they are a boss or they are a queen bee, right? On either side, whatever you're into, those people are really wasting a lot of their time, because at the end of the day, they come out here into this dating pool and they think that this type of interaction is going to be a good thing. That's my dog down there. They think that this type of interaction is going to be a good thing. It's not. All it's going to do is really show those people how stupid they're really being, because they are going to bump into a spiritual big brick wall, and it's not going to work, because they don't seem to understand what dating is for, or they don't care, or both. They don't understand that the process of dating is not to try to humiliate you or anyone else. The process of dating is to grow, as well as get to know somebody else. So the Page of Pentacles represents you, Pisces, being so lighthearted, because again, you're not allowing other people to be placing so much heavy judgment on y'all. So because of that, a lot of you Pisces really don't care about what it is that people have to say about you, because you know good and well that 9 times out of 10, it's not going to mean anything anyway at the end of the day. And I'm just seeing how a lot of you Pisces are really learning how to kind of be a little bit less shy, right? Specifically in the area of what other people think about you, right? A lot of you Pisces want love, obviously. You have Venus exalted. So when Venus is exalted, you have to understand that because Venus is exalted, you want love, right? You want the heavenly things, right? And Venus is at its highest point in Pisces, y'all. But at the same time, and if you have a Venus and Pisces placement in your birth chart, that's extremely rare. And Venus is exalted, Pisces is exalted. And you can get yourself into a relationship. But the problem with that is, and this is something that a lot of you Pisces are starting to realize, a lot of people be faking the funk, because love sometimes is not really as cracked up as you thought it would be. Not really. And the Page of Pentacles now is about how, since that's the case, you're really in a situation where you Pisces are starting to realize that you have the most type of important love that you can have, which is self-love. It's not narcissism. It's not being conceited. What it's about is, it's about you Pisces realizing that the best thing that you can do for yourself is to take care of yourself, and to not allow other people to ultimately waste your time. And you know that they are wasting your time, but still allow people to waste your time anyway. A lot of you Pisces are realizing that, you know, that you really weren't taking care of yourself, when you're not going to be if you allow people to continue to waste your time, right, to whenever. So the Empress now is about you Pisces, right? Venus, Libra, but Pisces, y'all, Pisces is the higher octave. of Libra, right? And is exalted in Venus. There you go. So you Pisces are realizing that what's better for you to do is for you Pisces to be way more selective about the quality of the people that you meet. And yes, that is very much so true. And the reason why is because you Pisces, y'all deal with sadomasochism. So you're just now getting the respect that you deserve recently, and I mean within the past 2 years, because of the fact that you Pisces are able to be in a relationship where if somebody treats you like trash, you get up and you leave. And I'm not saying that you Pisces cannot do that, right? My mom is able to do that. If a man is not treating her right, she will get up and leave. You know what I'm saying? She will do that. I've seen her do that myself, right? Shout outs to my mom, and who is a Pisces, right? And I have a Pisces ascendant myself, right, from her. But some Pisces have the ability to do that, right? But a lot of you don't. And a lot of you Pisces are realizing that that's probably the best thing for a lot of you Pisces to really start doing. It's for a lot of you to really start to understand that the best thing that you could do is to ultimately taking care of yourselves. And if you and somebody does not really mesh well together, if y'all don't come together, you know what I mean, and like peanut butter and jelly and work well together, then it's probably a very good idea for you Pisces to stop messing with them in the first place and let them go. Because there's no real value in it at all, right? Sticking around with somebody that at the end of the day, good and well, the two of you are not really going to be a very good match, because all it is that they can do is waste your time. So the Eight of Wands now represents, the kind of upbringings, the kind of interactions that you've had, right? Typically, if you're a Pisces, you probably had to go through a lot of nonsense in your life where the people that you thought you looked up to, come to find out, you really couldn't look up to these people, because at the end of the day, all it is that they cared about was your body, or what it is that you could provide, or trying to make you miserable because they're getting off on that. And the thing about it is that the Eight of Wands, right? The Eight of Wands is about, as a result, this is a situation for you where there's this, like I said, there's this brand new shift mentally, because the Eight of Wands is about a person that has stopped lying and started telling the truth and start existing in the truth, as opposed to what it is that as opposed to what the convenient lie is telling them. So I just see a lot of you Pisces being like, yeah, a lot of you Pisces are done with people acting like they're better than you, but then they're still trying to date you, right? Like, what's up with that? So I just see a lot of you Pisces being like, okay, well, if that's the case, you don't need to be hanging around them, and you'll simply pick up with all of the assets that you have and the value that you have, and you Pisces will go off and you will decide to go hang out with somebody else, right? Or stay by yourselves for a little while. But the Eight of Wands is definitely, it's definitely a sense of truth that's there, right? Truth, being truthful to oneself and not trying to lie about, good and well that you're in a power struggle with somebody else, and good and well that you're still standing around there or still waiting on them spiritually to come around to see that you're valuable, and you're still doing all the calling and trying to do all this, trying to do all that, trying to do that, whatever. You Pisces are now being truthful to yourselves enough to be like, no, you and this person do not match. You and this person do not mix. So the thing about it is that the Queen of Cups now represents, a lot of people are not going to like it, and you Pisces know that. You are going to rub some people the wrong way, Pisces. You're going to get some people aggravated. You're going to get them on their nerves. But I think that that's ultimately part of the plan, because I just see that it's time for you Pisces to ultimately come on in and start not necessarily going out of your way to be disrespectful, but more so about you. It's time for you, Pisces, to really start being more of yourselves. And let's not forget that just because y'all are fishes, let's not forget that piranha is not fish. Let's not forget that sharks and all of their species is not fish. There are many different varieties and species of fishes that are meat eaters and ruthless. You understand what I'm saying? Let's not underestimate Pisces now. Let's not do that. I think because at the end of the day, Pisces represents Neptune, the god or the goddess, or Calypso, the god or the goddess of the sea, and all forms of water, that all life in the universe springs from is actually Pisces. Most people think, and KRS astrology actually confirmed this. I was talking about some years ago, for people who was here around, I was talking some years ago about how the first zodiac sign is not actually Aries. The first zodiac sign, the first and last zodiac sign, is actually Pisces, because Pisces represents the Alpha and the Omega, right? You think that Pisces is the end zodiac sign or the last zodiac sign, but it actually came before Aries, because out of the ocean, the primordial waters, right? I'm not necessarily talking about waters here on Earth, but I mean primordial waters is where you get the Big Bang from, right? The Big Bang representing the big birth, right? Right? The water breaking, right? If you know what I mean. And, but it began with Pisces, though, which all forms of life came from. That's why it is that with the whole Darwin thing, right, and certain elements with evolution, it'll say that all forms of life sprang from the ocean. That's what Pisces represents. So with that, right, the Queen of Swords now represents, and a lot of you Pisces are pretty much ready for anything, right? Again, to continue the Queen of Cups, I see a lot of you Pisces are going to rub some people the wrong way. But the Queen of Swords represents you don't care if you rub people the wrong way. Let me tell you something about Pisces, right? And this is something that I've been studying myself, right? Because I love my Pisces placement. I love my Pisces. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wouldn't have any other rising sign other than Pisces. Real talk. And I love that placement from the bottom of my heart, right? Pisces can be a redeemer, right? Where they forgive you. But Pisces can also represent the punisher. So, yeah, when Pisces is ready, right? And they're done forgiving you, right? Just like how you Pisces are done forgiving people, or done being so forgiving with the dating pool and how you have been treated. I just see a lot of you Pisces now being like, okay, you're going to be a shark now. Y'all going to be piranha. Y'all are going to be meat-eating fish now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So as a result of this, you know, if a person cannot hang with you, if a person cannot stand you being confident, if a person cannot, I'm trying to make this friendly. If a person cannot be okay with the idea that you Pisces are going to be faithful to someone that you like, but you are also going to create kind of rules for yourself as well as learn to work well with others, but bottom line, you're being more serious about trying to get to know other people, and if they are not serious, they need to get out of your way. You will dump those people. The Five of Pentacles, you will dump those people. You will have them in a fetal position on the floor with how broken you've gotten them, because you Pisces are essentially, you're not holding back. You're going to let them know, hey, listen, I'm not going to stand around here and let you disrespect me. Now, we can either date and you can get off your high horse, or you can continue to be on your high horse, and I'm going to go ahead and leave you. So which one is it going to be? Work with me and not against me. And as you can see, those people are in the fetal position, like, yo, like, They was not ready for the clap back. They were not ready for how you Pisces were able to dismantle them. Some of these people are going to be playing games with you, and you Pisces are going to be like, that's why it is that I'm looking at you a certain kind of way. I'm talking about you Pisces to them. That's why you're going to be talking to them like, that's why I look at the non-Pisces in that particular way. Is because you out here messing around playing games. And the Ace of Pentacles now is about how, because you Pisces now begin to understand, like I said, the Ace of Pentacles, you are a treasure trove, right? A lot of times people think that Pisces are stupid, yo, and that's not the case. What it is that Pisces, y'all can be loopy. And I know, because I meet plenty of Pisces. My mom's a Pisces. My sister's a Pisces. Both day birthdays is about 2 to 3 weeks apart. You know what I'm saying? As far as birth date, like the actual day. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen this type of stuff happen before, right? I know plenty of Pisces, have a crush on plenty of Pisces women before. Pisces individuals are not dumb. What it is that y'all can be emotional, but out of nowhere, y'all can say or do something that's completely ingenious. And now you as a person underestimating the Pisces, looking at it like, what in the world just happened? Where did this stroke of ingenious come from? Like, what happened? And and the person who's underestimating the Pisces will be stuck. That's why when it comes to having a Pisces loved one, right? Romantic interest, or like a parent or a sibling or something like that. If you know how to engage with the Pisces, right, they can do wonders for you, right? To any of the cross watchers, they can do wonders for you. So the thing is that the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords now speaks to how you Pisces are in a situation where, again, because you're not causing yourself any more self-harm. It's about what other people are going to do when you show up on a scene, right? And you actually show up. Are they going to flake on you on the first date and play games with you, mess around and find out that you don't want anything to do with them anymore because they decided to waste your time? Or are they going to be in a position where all it is that they're going to do, or, not all, or are they going to be in a position where they step up to the plate? Well, ultimately, that's up to them, But let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Again, the Seven of Wands, the Tower, the Page of Wands, and then you have the Hermit. Opposite sign of Pisces is what? Virgo. It's flies, yo. So the Seven of Wands and the Tower is now about how if people, right, Seven of Wands, people going to be coming to you with the smoke, thinking that they're going to play some games with you. But they don't know that you Pisces have been spiritually remade, and you're more in your, yes, lover's element, but you also are in tune with your warrior element as well. Because don't sleep on Pisces, I'm telling you. That's a whole other video for another day. So the Tower now is about, and they're going to be distraught at how ferocious you Pisces are when it comes to the clapback, right? Telling them about themselves and telling them the truth and telling them it respectfully. And then some of it is going to be about, and some of it is you'll leave them and then you'll go replace them and talk to somebody else. And those same people, some of them, if you have their number and if they have your social media, they'll think that they are replacing you and that you're easily replaceable and all this stuff. But then at the same time, what will happen is they will find out the hard way that you've probably been on a date with somebody else soon after them. So the thing is that the Page of Wands and the Hermit is about how, because what it is that it's, you've come out of your cave, right? Which is what the Hermit represents. The story of the cave, the idea that you've had people who has been raised in a cave their whole life, and then one by one they get let out of the cave. And what happened is that to go explore the world. And then when they learn about the world, they go back to the cave and try to teach the other people who are still in the cave. And then but the people who are still in the cave, the people who still don't understand you, Pisces, for you, they have to understand in time. Sometimes they may never understand. But the people who have been let out of the cave chose to never go back into the cave, and they explore the rest of the universe or the world for themselves, right? As free individuals. And that's the type of scenario that a lot of you Pisces are in. You Pisces finally gotten it through your heads that if a person does not like you, they do not have to do all of this extra stuff to show and prove that they do not like you. All it is that they need to do is to leave you alone or tell you that they do not want to talk to you anymore, and you will simply go on about your business, right? Make it peacefully, make it respectful. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. The World, the Empress, again, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Cups, right? The World and the Empress, royalty, right? So a lot of you Pisces are very much so on top of the world with this newfound level of mentality and confidence and self-consideration that, again, putting to sleep the idea of being too nice to people that would treat you like trash. And I just see a lot of you Pisces not taking people seriously, right, who look for excuses to ultimately do people wrong, right? So the things that the Four of Wands and the King of Cups now represents, you're not necessarily going to wild out on these people and start going crazy on them. You will simply manage your emotions and peacefully move on, or you know, depending on how they're coming at you, you may tell them the truth about themselves, and more than likely it may be respectful, to where they can't act like, oh, well, you cussing them out, so now they're not going to listen to anything that you have to say. No, you're just going to be spitting the truth at them, you know, and it'll be respectful. So at that point, it'll be 100% up to them to decide whether or not they're going to do anything about it. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles, and let's get out of here. You have the Ten of Cups, the Fool, the Three of Cups, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Ten of Cups and the Fool is about how, yes, and with that new mentality that a lot of you Pisces have, you're going to be attracting a lot of new people that are interested. And you will have a plethora or a bunch of people that you can pick from. But the Three of Cups, and they're celebrating you, the fact that you Pisces are not going to take yourselves for granted, and that they actually do have to be on their best behavior if they're going to be taken seriously by you Pisces. Because the Queen of Pentacles is also you. You're not here to waste time, nor are you here to, you know, try to play games with other people. So people really have to step their game up, because now you understand your value. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subs by the end of January. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And also too, if this reading brought you value and you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, you can do so at the link in the comment section below called the Linktree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which it has a drop-down menu, which has all the ways that you can support me, from my Instagram page, my Amazon, the books that I have that are on Amazon. You can go ahead and get any of them that you want. My Teespring store, which has my clothing on it, as well as my private readings, and I do birth chart readings as well. Thank you. Peace.